Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What awesome holiday gift did you get someone that you can't tell them about yet but want to brag about? My brother's been saving to take a course abroad next year. It's a huge deal for him and a game changer career-wise. I don't fully understand why or the details, but he's been saving for a year, sold his car and stuff, so it's a huge deal for him. He's supposed to have the money to pay everything before December the 30th. When he goes to pay, he'll find out it's already paid. Best part is he gets to believe, for a week, all he's got from me is a pair of socks. Edit, well. I didn't expect this reaction. Thanks everyone for the awesome comments and for the awards. This community is truly amazing. I thought I'd provide more information here to try and answer some of the questions. We live in Brazil and he's going to the UK for a year and a half. He'll be taking his masters there for a year and a half. This has been a goal of his for a while and, according to him, will help him get a good job in a larger company in one of the capitals. We live in a small town, not a lot of options for someone in his line of work. As to why he's been saving for a whole year, we're in Brazil. Exchange rate is £1 to 5.47 BRL. That alone is quite the challenge. He's been saving for tuition plus accommodation for the first 2 months and is paying through a local travel agency. The owner is a close personal friend, so I'm not very worried about him paying twice. To everyone worried about the car, he was going to sell it anyways. It doesn't make any sense to keep it stored for a year. Cars are quite expensive in Brazil, so yeah, he was going to use the money towards the trip. Now he can use it to explore. Oh, and I'll post an update here once he finds out. Please update us on how this goes when he finds out. Also here for the update. Dug through all my dad's family recipes that have been sitting in a big Ziploc freezer bag. Some of them were my grandmother's, handwritten on old memo pads or scraps of paper, some were his grandmother's, some were my mother's who passed away. Picked the ones we used the most or were most interesting, scanned them, and created a recipe book on Shutterfly complete with the scanned images and pictures of his family. Wish I could have done all the recipes, but there were so many. One day I'll organize them and make a big one. Anyways, I think he'll love it and it took me a good amount of time. That probably took a lot of time but sounds like an amazing gift. I bet you could also pick up a cheap recipe organizer box for the rest of them to wrap up so they don't have to live in a Ziploc bag. That was my thought too. I still have them in my apartment, he has no idea I have them, and I'm terrified I'll accidentally ruin them all in some quirky comedy catastrophe. I'm giving a very talented boy a full year's worth of free piano lessons and all the sheet music he needs. He's eager to learn, but his parents can't afford the lessons. What a great gift. Super thoughtful for both the boy and his parents. Are you the piano teacher? Yes, I'll be teaching him. Cheers. I got my wife an expensive purse she thinks she missed out on. A local store has had it in stock for a long time and she fawns over it every time we walk by, but recently she went ballistic when she found out it sold because that color and style is discontinued. I'm the one that bought it. Or, I'd want to hear her reaction. Me too. She has no idea and thinks we are going low-key for each other this year and making it all about the kids. At Thanksgiving, my mom was complaining about how little dexterity she has with her oven mitts on, so I got her some grill gloves with individual fingers. And they're machine washable. This is why professional cooks just use a kitchen towel. Oven mitts are terrible. In our kitchen we use welding gloves. Fairly lightweight and easier to use than those kitchen towels. My mom's coming from the West Coast to visit me in Vermont for the first time. What she doesn't know is that I'm meeting her at the airport and we're going to Ireland, which is her bucket list destination. So she's landing at the airport thinking you're there to pick her up, but you'll be there with your own suitcase and tickets to head across the pond. Holy shit, what a great surprise. I hope she loves it. Wow, epic gift. I'm assuming you'll make sure she's bringing her passport even though she's just traveling in the States. Yes, she always travels with it. And I told her to bring it 'cause we're 30 miles from the border. Irish person here. Assuming you're flying into Dublin, make sure to go to the Guinness Storehouse, views of the city are incredible and the pint will never be fresher. If you're traveling to the west of the country, try to take in a medieval banquet at Barati Castle. Fantastic night out. If in Dublin, also recommend the Jameson Experience and the Book of Kells at Trinity. Lately, I have been planning to pay for my neighbor's son's college tuition. To put in words, they aren't financially well. The boy had been studying on scholarships and loans. The boy is a good kid but missed his scholarship due to some health issues, so he had to drop this year. I would be breaking this to him this Christmas. Can't wait to see his face. I grew up poor and put myself through college by getting scholarships and loans. This is the best thing I've read. So great. You're pretty much fucking awesome. My wife is an insomniac and doesn't get to sleep until 3 a.m. some nights. She will lie there for hours and just can't nod off. I've got her a weighted blanket which is said to help people with anxiety and also insomnia. Everyone I've spoken to who has one has said how wonderful they are, so my fingers are firmly crossed she loves it. I love my weighted blanket. Kind of weird at first but once you get used to it, it's hard to sleep without it. My grandpa passed away last year around Christmas and it's been really hard on my whole family because we were all very close to him. My sister always watches old videos of him because she loves to hear his voice, so I got her personalized teddy bear dressed like him, flannel, glasses, mustache, with a recording inside that plays a voicemail that he had left her that says keep this thought with you, your grandfather, Michael, adores you. It plays whenever you hug it and I can't wait until she sees it. And now I'm crying. I have friends coming over, I need to get the fuck out of the thread and wash my face. Obligatory not me, but my sister's present is going to probably make my mom cry. About 2 Christmases ago my mom and dad's tree topper broke. This topper they've had since their first Christmas together. My sister has looked through old photos of our old tree and found the same topper that she's going to give to them this year. You shouldn't give it to them, instead sneak in the night before your gathering and put it on without them noticing, and wait for their reaction. Oh, that's a great gift. They'll be so surprised. My mom is German but has lived in the States for as long as I've been alive. Her favorite breakfast is coffee and some sort of Danish. It's a German thing. I found an authentic German bakery in a different city and got loads of German baked goods for her. Now if I could just find a place that sells authentic German chocolate I could give her the happiest Christmas she's had in years. Edit, I never in a million years expected this type of response to my comment. I want to thank the folks that have made offers to ship German chocolate to me, I'm absolutely amazed at this response. There is an oldie not far from me though and I will be able to get her some authentic German chocolate there, so thanks for those suggestions. I forgot about that store. Merry Christmas everyone. I currently live in Berlin and would be happy to mail you some German chocolate. It wouldn't get there for Christmas though. With enough cash anything will go anywhere in about 48 hours. Head over to our /SAC exchange and make a request if you can't find it in the US, there might still be time for shipping. What, I just found out I need 600 karma to participate on the SAC exchange. Help a stranger get his Tim Tams and twist this man. My father was in World War II Bomber Command, flying in a Lancaster. He was a rear gunner. We have a photo of our father with his squadron on the tarmac, I assume at Fiskatu, under one of those mighty machines. The photo is terrible, dark, hardly able to make out any of the figures, let alone our father. Its value was in the nose art, which you can see not clearly but you can make it out. I took the photo to a restorer who has absolutely made this come alive. You can see all those young faces, gestures, uniforms, for the first time. I've had copies printed and framed and giving one each to my brother and sister. Dad unfortunately passed in 2014. I think my siblings are going to be pretty amazed to see his squadron for the first time. Edit, a few have asked to see the photo. Here it is. Edit 2, thank you for the gold. What a fantastic gift and story. Great job. I hope everyone loves their photos. My sister is going to cosmetology school and getting ready for school and looking cute every day is doing really wonderful things for her mental health. I got her black fancy coffee mugs that will match her outfits and a floor-length black silk bathrobe so she can feel pretty and put together even when she gets home. I also got her a pretty mirror for when she opens her own salon. I've loved watching her change from a sad girl with a minimum wage job, into this open, happy, growing girl who is making moves for her future. I'm so proud of her and I just want to support her momentum as best I can. This made me really happy to read. That's a really sweet gift. Good luck to your sister. You're a super thoughtful sibling. I go to antique and thrift stores a lot with my 2 roommates. One day about a month and a half ago she spotted a Bols ballerina bottle. For those who don't know, Bols did a line of booze where the bottles had a ballerina and music box inside of it. It's pretty neat, Google it. Anyways, she really wanted it and fell in love with it, but it was $80, too expensive for her. I ended up going on eBay and found one in even better condition, and I'm excited to see her reaction. Edit, since I've gotten this, no, I'm not in love with my roommate. The one I got on eBay was only $50. eBay is a great place for antiques. I have that Bols ballerina bottle, my grandma's husband had it and he gave it to me. There's also golden leaves floating, it's amazing.